Hello everyone, a big welcome to all of you. In this video, we will cover part 2 of banking and financial awareness for the month of April. This will be a continuous monthly MCQ series. January series, February series and March series I have already uploaded, and even April part 1 I have uploaded in the playlist section of my channel. You can check that out. This will be a regular series for SBI Junior Associate, IBPS mains exam, RBI assistant mains exam, RRB mains exam, and RBI grade B prelims exam. We will cover banking and financial awareness in 4 parts. Each part will have 10 plus MCQs, and overall in a month we will cover 50 plus MCQs, and these will be good enough for your preparation. What is the weightage of banking awareness and financial awareness? So this is the weightage. IBPS mains, SBI mains and RBI assistant mains, around 15 plus question out of 40 appear from banking and financial awareness, and in RBI grade B prelims around 20 plus question come from this section out of 80. Before covering MCQs, I will give you a brief background of banking sector mergers and headquarters. So Oriental Bank of Commerce and Union Bank of India are merged into Punjab National Bank. Syndicate merged into Canara Bank. Allahabad merged into Indian Bank. Dena and Vijaya Bank merged into Bank of Baroda. So this is a shortcut method to learn the bank headquarters. So if any bank name contains Bank of India in its name, its headquarters is in Mumbai, like Bank of India, Central Bank of India, Industrial Development Bank of India, State Bank of India, Union Bank of India, Reserve Bank of India. Their headquarters is in Mumbai and they have Bank of India in their name. If bank name starts with Indian, its headquarters is in Chennai, like Indian Bank, Indian Overseas Bank. If bank name starts with Punjab, their headquarters is in New Delhi, like Punjab National Bank, Punjab and Sind Bank. If bank name starts with Kolkata, its headquarters is in if bank name starts with United, its headquarters is in Kolkata, like United Bank of India. Let's begin our MCQ series. Which payment company allowed its customers in the USA to trade with cryptocurrency? So very easy question. PayPal allowed its customer in USA to trade with cryptocurrency. So you can eliminate the option directly. Paytm and PhonePe, there is no option to trade with cryptocurrency. In India, there are platforms like ZepPay, WazirX, and other platforms to trade with cryptocurrency. And in these options, PayPal is the correct answer. PayPal has allowed its customer in USA to trade with cryptocurrency. Next, RBI has extended special liquidity facility of rupees 50,000 crores to financial institutions, of which rupees 20,000 crores are allocated to Dash in the first bi-monthly policy for FY22. So RBI started a special liquidity facility of rupees 50,000 crore, out of which 25,000 have been given to other financial institutions, of which 25,000 crores, which is the 50% amount of the liquidity facility, has been allocated to NABARD. Remember this, 25,000 crores allocated to NABARD by RBI. Dash signed $484 million loan for road transport connectivity project along Chennai Kanyakumari Industrial Corridor, CKIC, in Tamil Nadu. So who has given that loan? Is Asian Development Bank. Asian Development Bank, $484 million loan for Chennai Kanyakumari Industrial Corridor. Next question. World Bank President is David Malpass. But where is the headquarters of World Bank? World Bank headquarters is in Washington DC, USA. Next question. Dash allocated by RBI for the first half of FY22 for its temporary loan facility is Ways and Means Advances. So for first half of FY22, 1.2 lakh crores had been allocated by RBI for WMA. Next question. Which brokerage company launched India's first Aadhaar-based systematic investment plan (SIP) payments feature? It's launched by ET Money. ET Money is a private brokerage company, and it has launched its first Aadhaar-based systematic investment plan. So, what is the advantage of this? You can create an SIP by just linking your Aadhaar with the ET Money app, and you can avail this payments feature. Next question. To limit the market share of dominant UPI apps, NPCI has set a limit of dash in the total volume of UPI transactions that can be handled by an app, which needs to be attained by the end of 2022. It's 30%. What is the purpose? So there are various dominant UPI apps like PhonePe, Google Pay, Paytm, even Amazon has launched its UPI. But to limit the transactions, ये किस लिए किए जाते हैं? अगर एक डोमिनेंट यूपीआई ऐप रहा तो जो सारे ट्रांजैक्शंस है वो ऐप से कंडक्ट हो गए, एंड दैट विल लीड टू क्राउडेड पेमेंट गेटवेज. मतलब पेमेंट डिलेस का चांसेस हो सकता है, ट्रांजैक्शन फेल का चांस हो सकता है. बिकॉज ऑफ दैट, टू लिमिट द मार्केट शेयर ऑफ डोमिनेंट यूपीआई एप्स, एमपीसीआई ने 30% का लिमिट रखा है फॉर टोटल वॉल्यूम ऑफ यूपीआई ट्रांजैक्शंस. Next question. So, it's Receivable Exchange of India Limited, and understandably, it's the biggest exchange for commodities. So, India's first trades platform to record 1,000 crore monthly transaction is RXIL, Receivables Exchange of India Limited. Just remember this fact. RBI has revised quarterly projection model to empower models analytics. So they have introduced QPM 2.0 model, which consists of 3 blocks: fiscal block, fuel block, and balance of payments block. So this is just their analytics model, which they have revised. First it was QPM, now it's QPM 2.0. So it has software simulations which inputs data of fiscal block, fuel block, and balance of payment block, and using these 3 blocks, quarterly projections are made by RBI. So this is it. This was the part 2 of April month. We'll meet the part 3 of April month in the next video. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you are new on the channel, hit the subscribe button. This series will continue till December, till IBPS mains exam. Thanks.